for them. Meanwhile, we have Setsu trying to finish off that mid-tier 1 tower, but he could be caught here, and sure enough, Curl, whoa, okay, pump, fake.
I love that. He was trying to catch the BKB because he had canceled the blink for that half second, wanted to see the BKB immediately root, that would have been a kill. Instead, Setsu keeps calm, very difficult to do in a critical game 3, and just has the wherewithal to blink away, then pop the BKB, juking the glimpse. Really nicely done there.
Miracle. And this is what he does all the time with his TAs.
Yeah.
It's the same style every single time. He likes to play in certain positions where he thinks one person will push out by themselves a little bit alone, and all of a sudden the double meld hit.
It's so cool. I mean, I don't know if it's Kuro or if it's just Nigma having that sick hive mind active, but they're so good at looking for moves in multiple places at once. Miracle's hunting bottom as they smoke towards mid, and Kuro run towards top. So wherever they were to get any sort of information, they can immediately strike, perhaps even in 2 places at once. So Miracle now, he's lulling you into a false sense of security. Hey, we're all mid, guys. They gotta be behind me. I'm alone. As his team actually cuts behind the wave top. Maybe they'd find an invoker. Were they luckier? But alas, no. RNG all safely inside the base.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do you counterplay a strategy like that? Well, I guess do nothing in your base and not farm anything and get further and further behind. Well, that's really all RNG can do for a lot of this. They're just gonna have to, because of the Aegis, chill out unless they see an opportunity for another smoke. Setsu, he's going to be the one who's playing the scary role of trying to push out at least one.
Satanic next on Weeha, even further improving the benefits of that Paladin sword he picked up. Just increasing that survivability. BKB on Miracle. He'll have the Aegis fading in a few moments, but he'll have the BKB to slot in immediately. You gotta be cautious though. If they were able to find him with a duel, maybe.
Whoa, Setsu! He just showed himself. Miracle. I know he was gonna show himself in a second there. I swear, Miracle probably thinking, all right, looks like nobody's about here. I could probably clean up this creep wave real quickly, and then all of a sudden, Setsu.
There was no counterplay. A big part of that, of course, is that he's being taken to more than negative armor. I had a discussion with Rich explaining how effective HP works. Plus armor, every point of it above 0 gives you 5% extra EHP against physical damage. However, when you get into the negatives, there are some diminishing returns, but those first few points of negative armor, you take more than pure damage, and it's significant every single tick. It was 3 hits. He had no reaction time. It's because of the melt. Talent, it's -12 on that, plus death 17. If you go down below 0, that's exactly what you'd expect. He needs a plate mail or something soon.
Oh, to pick off like that. Time to go high. Go immediately. The age of that person is gone. Miracle's dead. He's gone. 2 minutes out of the game in RNG. They look for more, but it looks like Nigma, they're only going to have to sacrifice maybe Kuro, who's playing in the trees right now trying to get away, but they're going to find him eventually. The sneaky play. I mean, Nigma, they're an experienced team. They look like they're usually ready for everything, but RNG, they certainly pulled one over their head right there.
No one expects a nuclear explosion within the span of 2 seconds. My God, he just got obliterated.
Well, Nigma, part of the reason they were pushing high ground was because they wanted to force a buyback, and they surely did. Just,
And now I like this, reload forwards, get pushing quick. You know there's no buyback, and look, I love this. Miracle still has one last trap. I do believe that'd be enough to kill a creep wave. Won't hit all of them, but you can see him ping it out, pops it. If that creep wave dives, they won't have another one. Oh my God, I would have piped it personally.
Holy crap, one. Okay, so they are gonna be able to go for the high ground with 60 seconds still left on our Templar Assassin. How much can RNG get done here during this window, and how likely is it that Nigma are gonna try and fight RNG at all for this without their primary damage dealer? You said, Kyle, early on into this, okay, mind control starts off with just a poke.
You can't fight, but you can slow them down. As you see, Weeha just spamming that disarm. So frustrating to do with his Monet. Backdoor protection kicking in for a second, but here's the creep wave.
They have to be careful though. Flywind, his duel is back up. So if they try another play like Mind Control did, they could just start bleeding skills, and that's gonna be the Dinosaur Meteor and the Cataclysm. It's all gonna be enough to be able to get that kill. He does have a buyback. 20 seconds up for the Templar Assassin. RNG can get this lane of barracks and get out scot-free.
Wow.
Maybe. Flywind.
I mean, this is a hell of a strategy from RNG. Just get that one guy and literally use everything. No such thing as overkill.
Meteor, Cataclysm, Deafening Blast, Static Storm. Monet and all his right clicks.
That was GH. She just can't do a damn thing. They're
Oh,
already
they
on
actually
top.
try and make an outpost play here, and they aren't going to be able to pick up the outpost, but they're going to lose super for it. And now, without the relocate back, Monet has to pop his rage and TP out.
It was cute. They almost had it.
Cute, but risky as all hell. And is that sort of thing really worth it? I mean, if you had gotten the outpost,
See,
it's not a game changer.
This is where I feel like Nigma made a slight miscue. They didn't recognize how important a Lincoln's would be for going high ground. It's that old mantra, a huge lead is nice, but how do you go high ground? They don't have any method of dealing with what we've seen RNG execute successfully twice now, which is just straight up dual launch everything. You need a Lincoln's on a teammate so that you could place it onto Miracle. You're gonna need two here, otherwise you might find yourself slipping. And yeah, those two plays by RNG, suddenly they're actually the ones favored in win probability, and it's really anybody's game. 40 minutes in, 10K gold is nothing.
Yeah, especially as we're going to have the tier 4 items start dropping as well, so more opportunities for RNG to grab items to change the nature of this game. They've already gotten the Havoc Hammer.
And keep in mind, Miracle, after he got that upgraded Orchid, there's no damage increase from him coming out. He's 6-slotted. This is it. This is as strong as he's going to get.
Okay, Doom, Aghanims for the Huskar.
Yep, increased cast range on the ultimate, and I believe a 4-second cooldown.
Yeah, you're just non-stop casting it.
Ninja gear. I don't think I've ever seen that in a professional match.
Movement speed plus the individual smoke, really sick for a disrupt.
Yeah.
Right? Just gets this free initiation all the time off of his Yules into the Aghanim's Static Storm.
Satanic on the Huskar. They've got the Aegis in a firm position in the game. They know as well, this time it's Nigma with the buyback advantage. They've got it up.
Oh, they ran it. That's going to be the Aghanim Static Storm and Setsu. He's going to have a helping hand from Flywood. They're also going to use the duel until they recognize this and everything to RNG. Now they can try and deal with the rest of the Monet with the duel hunt. They're going to be able to learn that one, and Miracle's not here. Wait, he can't do it by himself, surely. Or maybe he can. He does have the Aegis. He does have the Halberd. He's going to be enough to be able to force him back. And with that Aghanim Scepter, he's going to be able to chase Monet. Weehaw staying alive on just like 500 HP, but RNG can't afford to turn fight back. Now that Miracle's here, they're going to try and get away with that invest. The pull back on a September should be able to get that kill at least.
Caps, there's no creep wave though, because the Invoker actually had Forge Spirits pushing mid, so they're going to be able to buy a little bit of time. Mind Control bump back TP'd in, so he's going to get the wave going now, but they still won't be able to deal base damage just yet.
All that physical damage. Can they go tier 3 straight into tier 4?
Yeah, they know there's no Invoker for 75 seconds. You've got to buy back now on RNG and just keep them off your throne.
They know Invoker does not have buyback for 3 minutes. Yep. They should know this time. That's why they're immediately going to pounce. Weehaw diving in deep. Already lost his Aegis in September. Well, he does manage to get the ice. That's every time the bash up on Miracle. He needs to be able to get off another round of reaction. See him ahead of Monet. He's going to be okay for now. Thanks to the Halberd. Fly, and meanwhile, stuck in the middle of nowhere with the Static Storm on top of him to push back. Left and right. Such a that. He's dead. He immediately buys back. Flywood's going to do the same. A 3 versus 5. Can RNG pull this out? Weehaw is already a little bit low. Actually, managed to pop the cheese. He also has Satanic as well, but he needs to right click to do that. He needs to start right now. He can't actually get it up. One more hit with the bash. He managed to finish him off. No buyback there. A duel in it as well. Kuro's going to fall, and that means Mind Control and Miracle are out.
What a hell of a fight. I cannot believe they held that. No Invoker the entire
forward.
time.
They didn't actually get it far enough forward. Mind Control may still be caught here. 2, 1, don't get hit by the orbs. Pop your BKB just in case.
Okay, they've got buyback on the 2 supports. They might not know that Weehaw, obviously the cooldown's available, but he doesn't have the gold. But you're still gonna be a little concerned as RNG. They have no buyback on anybody but Wisp right now. And if Monet dies, that's pretty much GG. I like the play from Nigma. They played super aggressive. Racks mean nothing when everyone's this farmed. They're going for the W. Barely. We're not able to kill Monet that second time.
Arcane Rune. One of the advantages for RNG, yeah, they did have to blow there, but they get control of these power runes.
59 armor on the Wisp.
Plus the Ghost Scepter just in case you can't handle the physical damage.
That's how you know you have some physical damage problems.
Yeah. All right, Doom with the Shadow Blade. A sneaky play from Mind Control might just catch RNG out.
Yeah, we're gonna have a pure 5-on-5. No buyback on Miracle or MC. This is one of those, this is where Dota kind of breaks down. Oh, Cataclysm, just a scouting.
Yeah, just seeing where everybody's at, making sure there's nobody trying to force an initiation, maybe TP's in a shrine or something.
What am I can't remember the interview, something Dendy said like 6 or 7 years ago. Just at a certain point in Dota, it's no longer the same game. game because there's no buyback. It's just pure chaos. Somebody gets killed without buyback, that's just game over.
Yeah.
You got to play super cautious. It's all about trying to ensure the enemy team makes some kind of mistake. Look, over the next 5 minutes or so, both teams are going to try to control high grounds, ensure that any engagement would take place on a territory that they have full control and vision over. That's going to be the name of the game here with no buybacks. All about controlling vision, finding some kind of opportunity.
Fresh items. Pipe for the tree, okay, whatever. Heaven's Halberd for the Legion Commander and Abyssal Blade for the Lifesteal.
Yeah, because both drafts are all about the first skill, right?
Miracle just got a Princess Knife. That's pretty much the same as your Meldstrike, so, okay. He gives it to somebody else, he gives it over to Kuro for now, but that surprise hex, again, when you're saying like just one person dying, a surprise hex like that could change everything, but look at G with this Ninja Gear positioning himself and running to the high ground like that, he's gonna get dueled. Oh, and the Cataclysm on it. GH is out, but he had a buyback. That's why he positioned like that. Maybe he wins the fight, but if not,
RNG.
He's going to be able to buy back and join the rest of his team.
You can see they're not extending at all. They know that that's not a player whose death really matters, and if you overextend, you're in huge trouble. And to your point, the Prince's Knife, these halberds, look at these teams. It's a duel into Cataclysm and a huge combo, and then it's a TA, right?
Right.
It's all about finding a kill in the opening. You've got 3 to 5 seconds where if you can live through it, all of a sudden maybe you're able to turn it around. Those disarms pre-BKB could just straight up win the game, especially as the durations get lower and lower.
Kyle, in this situation, is there a team that you would rather see them play a little bit back and just wait for the buyback timings?
I think they're both in a similar spot. There's no one really favored once all the buybacks come up. I'd argue RNG might be in a slightly better position because they are the ones playing against the Doom. Hold up, Kuro's caught. He does have buyback.
They're going to be able to Abyssal Blade on top of him pretty quickly, and Nigma are recognizing, like, okay, we don't need to force these fights around supports that are getting caught out if they have buyback.
And the thing, the game's getting easier for RNG to play. Keep in mind, again, TA, he's not scaling. He hasn't done so in about 20 minutes now. And that Blink Abyssal, like all of a sudden, if you land the duel, suddenly Lifestealer pre-pops Rage, Abyssal's forwards. It doesn't matter if there's a Disruptor field down. He's going to completely ignore it because it can pre-pop Rage that lasts for 8 seconds. And you're going to find that kill.
Experience and net worth level 25 for our Invoker now has the AoE Deafening Blast.
Not bad. That buys some time, right?
Yeah, certainly.
9K advantage still for Liquid, but it does not feel like that net worth disparity means a damn thing in this game. It's all going to come down to the initiation. Checking out the items. You can see a bunch of auras being picked up. That's a 45-minute blast on Flatwind.
So he had all that armor, now he's got an extra 1,000 HP.
No big deal. Ags the Disruptor, as we said, along with those free smokes.
Timeless Relic onto Ancient Apparition, so Ice Blast lasts longer, and if you get locked down by the Cold Feet, you're stunned longer as well.
Yeah, I gotta say, it looks like RNG, the Disruptor is great throughout the early to mid game, but I don't see RNG making the same miscue that Pandas did, where they had cores getting caught by a Yules into combo by that Axe Disruptor of GH. It's much more likely they just hold hands, walk through the snowy forest, waiting for somebody that they can just immediately duel and try and take out.
Another big game changer. Lincoln's picked up on Miracle, and RNG have no information of that just yet.
True.
A failed duel initiation could turn everything.
Yeah, they just simply don't have lockdown for him if that duel gets negated. I'd really like to see RNG. They got to be careful as Monet. If he infests the LC and GH makes some kind of sick play like a Yules up pre-click, or perhaps just drops ulti before Monet can pop out, you cannot rage if the static field is already down. You'd be stuck inside your Legion Commander not dealing damage. Be very cautious.
Checking things out. Reads the smoke from Nigma, because this is about the time that Roshan's going to be spawning, so they know Nigma naturally had to come outside of their base and check out that Roshan pit.
Dire's courier has been killed.
I don't even know who has the slots for Age. I suppose Weehawk definitely still does, actually, checking out his inventory.
Yeah, he can swap away some of those tier 3 items. There's also refreshers, Zetsu. Gotta find Kuro here. Kuro. And he has the jam, so he doesn't really want to die here. And they didn't have to get the Doom on to Setsu. That's a massive kill, especially with the gloves back. Should be assured unless Super can get him out of here, and he does.
He's got buyback to an Invoker, but that was huge. They're going to trade the relocate for the Doom. You'll take that all day, and the static field.
Static Storm is well being wasted. Fly win if he can find the right kind of duel, and he does. He finds it onto Weehaw with the Ice Blast coming in. They're going to be able to catch him out, maybe blow him up with the Abyssal Blade. Everyone from Nigma, they're retreating because he does have buyback, but the Tornado does manage to catch Curl on the side here. If they got another kill, be really good for RNG. Sadly, just the one pickoff that will probably secure Roche.
I just love watching GH play still. He actually glimpsed out the Invoker there all the way to base. It doesn't accomplish anything, but it just demonstrates like that foresight. This fight's lost. Let me get rid of the one guy that either would be forced into BKBing or perhaps chase down, kill one of my supports.
Ooh,
You do a buyback on Wii.
Sight for the Ancient Apparition.
Pretty solid item pick up here, especially if you can get that onto Miracle. He's still a lot of the damage output of this Nigma lineup.
GH, Abyssal bladed up. Thanks to the rage, Monet almost finishes off the Tornado, and just a little bit of Sunstrike action. Okay, they do manage to get that kill. Buyback from him, but they want the buyback out of Weehaw. That's what RNG is really looking for right now. But Nigma aren't going to do that until they see an opening here where they can initiate. Look at that damage just flowing in from Monet.
There it is.
Tier 3. Okay, there's good opening onto Monet. Super doesn't have a way to protect him here. Oh, the Ice Blast coming in. Weehaw trying to finish him off. He does manage to get the relocate back out with the duel onto Kuro as well. They finish him off. Immediately buybacks. Two of them coming out from Nigma, and the relocate coming back into this very soon. Mind control now going down as well. Right into the Deafening Blast, pushing them all in. Their Stroh slowed down. Miracle trying to get away, but they jump forward onto Weehaw. Trying to lock him down. There's Sunstrike onto Miracle. Almost enough to finish him off. Back into Weehaw, but now he's dead with no buyback. Miracle chased down by a Tornado. Anyway, he's going to be good for now. But how do they actually take this fight in a 4 versus 5? But they couldn't do it with so many buybacks before, Kyle.
And the damage output from the AoE press the attack on all these units plus heroes. They're going to get Megas, no problem. There's no Weehaw now for 100 seconds. RNG blowing this game wide open. Don't believe Doom or Static Storm are available. They're going to have to all in here, but as you can see, there's just no damage anymore from the TA. He's not dealing enough DPS.
Radiant's middle force is falling with dire.
RNG, mega secure. Throw, go for the tier 4s. And Nigma, they're going to have to scramble for this one. They don't have the Static Storm just yet. They don't have an Overgrowth. They do have the Doom. They're going to use that on Monet, yes, but Super is just gladly healing him up. Miracle's going to try and do some damage. There goes the Cataclysm and Deafening Blast. Girl on the run. He's already dead. Miracle's going to have to limp back. He pops his BKB. He knows he has to fight here. He can't take time to heal. He's identified Setsu, yes. Maybe he can actually lock him down, but he doesn't have any disabled to do so. Now Mind Control gets ripped apart by Monet, as will the throne, and that is G will take down Nigma, and we'll head to the upper bracket finals.
What a hell of a game, Cap. My God. Super, with 2 incredible relocates, straight up just wins the game for his team, saving his life stealer twice. And they're just so good. The yo-yo all game, in and out, in and out. Nigma eventually overcommit, pop a couple spells, they die without a buyback, and it all started with that kill on Miracle mid. Right? In the span of a second and a half, RNG go from looking like they were up against the ropes to suddenly they're in control of the game in just 2 duels and 2 like nukes. That was unbelievable. What a game, what a series.
Such great team fight from both sides. But we started off this game 3, Kyle, saying, look, on one side, we've got the expected #1 team at this tournament. And on the other side, from the eye test, the team that looks like they're actually #1. Matched up against each other in this series, they're both going to be pushed. And pushed to the bitter edge, RNG is the one who comes out on top in this battle.